Hey, what's up everyone? The Daunt here. Welcome back to yet another video. Appreciate you all tuning in and sharing the love. Today we've got another 3 versus 3 domination match on the Trenches of Hell map. We are playing as the Soviets, and we've got Lone Wolf, 556, and DNA playing as the USSR and Americans as well. We are up against OMG, Dark Gusty, and my boy Skynet on the other team, all playing as the Germans. This should be a fun, competitive game, so let's see what happens. Hope y'all enjoy. So, Trenches of Hell, pretty fun map, pretty open map. They did update this, I think, a couple of times over kind of its inception, as it is a original map. So, I am spawning, I believe, on the right side. It's hard to tell, but it does turn out we're actually in the middle. So I was initially rushing out a recon squad to the right, and I'm going to call in a regular squad as well, and rush them into the middle. Lone Wolf says he's going left, and it looks like we've got a double Jeep rush as well. Looks like DNA is probably also going left. So we will hold the gap and the lines for now. And I'm going to do what I usually do, splitting off the rifle MG assistants and the MGs. I'm going to put them in some positions further in the back. Typically, you'll want your MGs in the back supporting rifles and SMGs up front. Looks like our double car rush does get to the point first. So we are capping, and they are both rushing their squads that way. So that's fantastic. We are currently covering about 3/4 of the map ourselves, which is great. We end up coming across OMG, who's rushing an Ostfront squad into our lines. And he's also got an AT detachment here, which I want to deal with immediately. So I am focusing on these guys directly. We do get them both. And I'm going to bring this guy into this hole because I want to steal that Panzerschreck. If I don't have to call one in immediately, that'd be great. So we will try to steal his. But I'm really concerned with how much ground I kind of have to cover here. So I'm begging someone on my team to kind of help me out, whether it be left, or not left, but the middle or on the right side directly. It's fine for now because it looks like my teammates are also kind of facing a double push from probably Skynet and Dark on the point, and it looks like they're potentially getting shredded over there. But with how open these guys are leaving it, I do decide to make a push straight for their home point. So we are already capping. This could be a pretty quick game, but I'm sure you can probably tell by the length of this video, you know, potentially doesn't work out. Skynet's already calling for a restart, and I'm unsure why, but I take a peek. He says he wants me on his team and to get rid of Dark. And in the meantime, we are grabbing the Panzerschreck. So we do manage to take it, which is what I wanted, because being in that hole, I can kind of just hide and then potentially use that against any vehicles that come up our way. We've got the second SMG squad coming up here. Yes, they are. Continuing the chat. And I do see that we've got some flankers, unfortunately. And this was my main concern, was how much ground I had to cover. And now I'm very much concerned that there are guys behind our lines. Because OMG is a very good player. I play against him fairly often. A lot of 3v3s. So knowing he rushed some Alpha Clar recon up, I'm assuming 1 or 2 made it through the lines. I see one hiding behind this wood shed. Well, it's an SMG guy, but we'll have to deal with him, and then I wouldn't be surprised if there's something behind us. But for now, I'm still calling for help, because I'm dealing with OMG on the right, and then now I've got Dark pushing the middle hard with a 222 and infantry there. So I unfortunately kind of have to decide where to kind of give up pressure at this point. And unfortunately, it's going to be the middle for the time being. And we thankfully get a good shot there on the Panzergrenadier leader. I'm trying to see if I can get this other guy, but we can't. So we'll just kind of bunker in that hole. I don't know if he sees me or not, so I would assume he does. But I'm going to call in a Gaz autocannon to try to help out with some of this infantry problem that I'm dealing with. And we've also got a 231 coming up now as well. So that's going to be a big problem. But we conveniently have a Panzerschreck already waiting. So we do go down, but we do get a nice shot off. We don't full kill it, but I'm pretty sure we did do some damage. And at this point, I want to focus on this right side. So I'm going to beg once more, third time. I'm going to tell them not to just focus left now, because they're kind of leaving me for dry. And I've given up on the middle. My guys are just going to sit in our home point, considering we have a trench there. And I'm going all in on the right. I want to cap this point. We need to get not only the points, but I want the extra MP value. So hopefully they can do something in the middle, maybe push. Or just stuff these contend. And keep them contested there. That'd be great. But we are capping. We do have weight. And we've kind of been able to push back OMG's initial push. Although he is smoking out and pushing up as well at this point. So they are going to get in the point. But hopefully this 2cm gas can do some work here. And I don't know if this thing has better range than the German variants, but we seem to be able to hit him before he can hit me. We do some damage. I'm pretty sure we crew stunned it. I lose him in the smoke, so I'm just kind of blind firing. We take out some sandbags in the back, or actually it looks like he does, and he does get out, so we must have done some pretty heavy damage. He's repairing it now. We're going to get the secondary squad in. We are smoking out. We're going to continue smoking. I'm trying to see if I can get an emplacement or anything, but I don't really have the cap value right now because we got guys kind of spread out everywhere. We're going to dig some foxholes right on the edge of the point. That way I can kind of prone the guys and try to keep the cap value as much as possible, since they'll technically still be in. The Gaz is focusing on some guys that are behind sandbags, so it's not really the best. And I'm just surveying the fact that we've got such a major push on the left. We're still losing that point as well, which is kind of crazy. So my goal here is to, at the very least, get this right side. I'm going to bring up an AT detachment, AT rifle detachment as well to kind of help with the light vehicles, just in case the 2cm truck goes down. But we pretty much need to secure this right flank, and it's pretty much just us. We kind of got to rely on ourselves here. Thankfully, they're not pushing middle. If they push middle, I mean, we have a squad there, but I don't know how much we move with him to do. But he's moving up with the 231 again. We switch quick, and we do get a couple nice shots. We do crew stun, we do decrew it, and we do hull break it. So 231 is down, which is great. Gas truck is definitely worth the investment, and I've got it, as you can see, backed up with the front of the truck facing away on the road. So if I got to zip out of there, I can. And lo and behold, we do get a 2cm grill coming up. I believe it's a 2cm. So I can immediately get out of here. And because of that, I don't know if he had it originally loaded, but he's on HE. He can still do some damage to me, but I actually feel comfortable pushing him. And we do get some crew stuns on him. I think we're still crew stunning him at this point. So this gas truck is doing work. We're keeping him pinned. He's not able to kind of fire and clear out the point. He's not able to focus on us either. And then it looks like we've got some assistance coming over as well. Form of a light vehicle. Something with a cannon. Looks like a BA-10. A little late, but we'll appreciate the, we appreciate the help either way. And I did call in a sniper because I do see that Dark also has a sniper, and he is focused on my side. So I'm trying to counter sniper him if I can find where he's at. So we'll see how that plays out if we're able to. And the Gaz is running out of, well, actually, it's out of ammo now. So we are going to back him off to replenish on a supply truck, early supply truck here for us. Could also get a DP supply officer as well and call in crates, which would probably be a good idea. I don't do that often. It's a pretty good officer to get, especially with the airdrop crates. But for now, we'll hold off. And we do also get the next spawn point as well. So really just with the BA-10, I mean, that's the only support we're getting right now. And I'm going to move some of the guys in this trench out a little further. Just to kind of prevent any guys sneaking up like we were initially experiencing there. But we got to get some guys into this point. I've got plenty lying around. And I'm going to move them in one by one. I just don't want to lose this flank and then get kind of steamrolled. Because it can be pretty hard to kind of get it back with all these trenches that are here. I'm really contemplating the political officer. I ultimately decided to just go with a regular one. So we'll pull up a regular officer here. The Gaz has ammo again. We're going to back him up and try to get some shots into this point. Unfortunately, they are capping it very quickly. Pretty sure some higher cap weight infantry, which is kind of the disadvantage here for us. And our sniper does go down to Dark Sniper, and I do notice it. So I'm trying to see like where he could be, but he's probably behind the smoke somewhere, out of line of sight, unfortunately. And then we do spot a Hetzer, so I'm going to call it out for my teammates, just so that they're aware. A check, we're about 3 minutes away from tier 2. So for now, we will let the Hetzer run free. I've got really nothing MP-wise that can kind of deal with it either, just with the MP. So unfortunately, they are going to cap this point. Teammates aren't really pushing in either. They're just kind of up behind the terrain in a line. So slightly unfortunate. I do see the sniper. So he's right back there. And DNA was calling for some fire support, but there's just unfortunately nothing that I can really do with the Hetzer being there. If we had a Panzer Shrek lying around, I mean, that'd be great, but I don't even think we'd have the ability to kind of push it. Just looking at the infantry. So I'm going to move some of my guys up into kind of this ruin complex, and it looks like there is another Hetzer on the map as well, as we get off the distance. So we're facing 2 Hetzers, and we only have a BA-10 and another light tank, probably a Chaffee, I'm assuming, from the American player, DNA. Well, we need to push in the center because OMG is just pulling up some recon guys and some AT guys and just hiding them in the bushes and in the rubble. So, I mean, they've got line of sight well into our point as of now, which is pretty rough. I understand with domination you want to push the points. Well, I'm not mad that they both went too strong. You know, both of them went for that left point. DNA's got a full truck here. I don't know what he's doing. I was considering pinging him, but I do hold off. Maybe waiting to rush for the next spawn point, I guess. But it's just like a lack of any other infantry, and just kind of myself having to cover 2 fronts. It just kind of leaves us open. Because if I could have focused solely on the right, my initial plan would have been to kind of push up even further and try to get the trenches further up that OMG is kind of hiding in. So now I'm just trying to pick apart some of the infantry that'll land on the ground here. Trying to clear it so that I can slowly start pushing. Because I don't want to get complacent. These spawn points are pretty much right on this line across the map. Kind of the line that we're holding right now, but as we can see, like we're pushed too far back on the left, on the northeast side, I mean. So it spawns right where they are, unfortunately. So that is going to be another one that they have immediately. And I am the support doctrine. So I'm considering the twins, but I actually go with the Su-85M. The twins aren't terrible, but it seems to be a very heavy tank destroyer game right now, with 2 Hetzers out on the map. So I'm going to try to counter that with my own, because the Su-85M should be able to do these Hetzers. It looks like we've got a T-34, and I think that's Chaffee. And I do just swing the SU out of the way of the truck, because it was absolutely going to run it over without any regard. And I'm trying to get this SU on the road to try to get a side shot on the Setzer, because he is just kind of sitting here. We do get in range. I let the bubble shrink, I swear. I'm listening, man. I let it shrink again. We missed the first shot. Incredibly wide. We missed the second. Expected. That one was probably a little rushed. I'm going to call in a second sniper. And I'm going to pull out. Pull this guy back. We got some guards coming up as well to kind of reinforce this right side. Because now OMG is making a push. And it looked like there was a howitzer of some type. Mobile howitzer. I think probably a West or drill. With your 2. We'll see what that is. But they are just decimating our infantry on the left side, unfortunately. And the lone wolf calls out that he doesn't need help left. I think he needs help. Looks like OMG's digging in over there, unfortunately. So he's got some pretty decent positions on us. I did move over the Su-85M to try to help them out in the center left. I'm not going to go full left with it, because I don't want to leave my flank wide open without any like armor or anti-armor support. But I will try to go for this Hetzer if I can. There's no way they don't have vision on me though, which is pretty rough. So I'm trying to swing it around to get a nice side shot to the side armor. We hit the dirt, probably a second off, and Lone Wolf does 34. We do finish him off though, so that Hetzer's down. We do see the other Hetzer swinging around as well, so I am aware of it. I did catch that. So considering he's pulled off, I am actually going to bring the Gaz AAA truck up now and try to do some infantry. I'd like to push. I don't want to be complacent and sit. Always be pushing. No reason to sit back and just let the spawn points pop and then go. We do have probably a Wesp, I think, from OMG. So we will have to, unfortunately, kind of have to deal with that. And we'll have to be very mobile with the Gaz. So he's already kind of zeroing in or trying to zero in. So we're going to move him over slightly. We are doing some decent work on this left side of this flank. So I'm going to just push up the sniper into the trench, and I'll bring it over. And we just get the Gaz out of the way too. Just missing that shot, which is crazy. So I'll pull him back, get him out of there. The thing is deadly accurate. And I'm going to try to consolidate some of these guys over here and just push them up to the end of this trench. Try to smoke get into this. And the Wesp is still firing at us, which is kind of crazy because we're pretty far behind the lines. So I know he does not have vision from the front. So that's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Something I'm thinking about now, at least. That was pretty close. And the only other thought I have is he's listening in the fog of war to try to hit us. But the West hits us again. And it's nearly spot on. So now I'm definitely suspicious. So I'm going to pull off a couple of guys from this recon squad. And I'm going to spread them around to try to see what's up as a third West shot almost hits the supply truck and right where we're going. So he's got someone behind our lines. He has to. There's no way he doesn't at this point. So my fear from the start of the match just kind of proved fruitful. He's got to have something to have that much accuracy. And it's convenient he stopped shooting right now. I would assume to try to throw me off the scent. So I'm going to repair the gas and then he shoots again. He's back to hitting the trenches and not anything behind the lines. So I assume there's something back there. We'll have to find it because that could be a big issue. But I'm going to use these couple recon 3 that I kept to kind of make a push. I know he's got guys just kind of bunkered down in all these. I would assume all of these foxes. So we do flush out 2 of them so far. Who's one of our guys? We'll heal up. The third one comes out from the near foxhole. Trying to grab some more grenades. Another one comes out from the foxhole. We just stuck under. Oh my god, we just stuck under the West. Crazy timing. Get out of there with a speedy quickness before that grenade gets us, and we throw a smoke at him. Shits and gigs. And we'll throw 2 more grenades to kind of clear out these trenches. Although that second one bounced out of there. But looks like we did clear out the foxholes for the most part, which is good. I think we got one more to check right here. So we pretty much cleared out this area. We should push. I'm going to bring in another squad over to this middle. So we got a Yagpan 4, unfortunately, and another Hetzer on that side. I think that was. Hetzer or Stug. But before we can really make a concentrated effort on the push, looks like OMG does have more guys coming. So 4x70 actually. That my buddy Skynet's got. So that thing is ripping us apart with the Panther gun. So truck's partially repaired. It's slow with the wheels damaged, so we are gonna just finish repairing it. OMG did get his guys up, although we did get we managed to kind of sneak that one guy into the back point, so he's kind of just hanging, which is very nice. But we're pretty low on men on this side, so I'll need to get some other guys up here shortly, including the guys I've got in the back, just kind of hanging out. So I'm going to call these guys up. I haven't given up on the fact that there's someone back there, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll find them. It can be anywhere at this point. In the rubble. In the bushes. I'm throwing smokes at this guy for fun. And out of the corner of my eye, I don't know if you guys saw it. I did. Found the bugger. He's back here somewhere. There he is, in the bush. One sneaky Aufklar, and I'm going to double back well into the spawn just to make sure that there is no one else hanging out here. But that single guy was directing pretty accurate west fire out to us. So with him gone, that's very helpful. I feel like my back line is so much safer now. There could still be someone back there, but I don't know how many he was able to really sneak through. So with those, with these 2 guys just kind of finishing out the round, we'll check out the ruins and get them back up. And thankfully the West did not target the officer. I don't know if he just didn't have line of sight or what, but that would have been a very juicy target for him. And I'm trying to smoke out now. We need to get to this point. We haven't really been able to capture one other than I think the one on our side that we grabbed. Although we're hanging with them. It's only 506 to 364. We do flip the cap immediately, and we have a major rush of infantry coming in from our allies, which is great. But they do have a Panther out in the field. We're going to pull up the Su-85M, try to deal with this thing. We miss. I do rush it because I knew he was loaded. He misses. I know I've got time to kind of bank the next shot. We do hit him in the turret. I don't know if he's shaking no. We bounce that second shot. I think he misses. We got Whirlwind pulling up. We hit him again. Take out 3 of the crew. Well, I know I've got a second here. Switch targets to the Whirlwind to deal with that, so our infantry doesn't get deleted. The Panther misses, but unfortunately, we get side shotted. Both tracks are down from the Yag handlers. That is very unfortunate. Still trading shots with the Panther. I'm trying to pen the whole the turret. I mean, trying to get lucky before we go. Miss that shot. Go back and we just go up into it. So this Su-85M is down. Yeah, okay trade, I guess. I don't think it was the best trade that we could have had for it. What we do? 1 Hetzer. Some damage on the Panther, and then a Warble. So could have been better. Could have been better. We're getting absolutely slaughtered on the left point here, unfortunately. And we have no armor out on the field with the Sherman down. I did bank a lot of MP that I probably should be calling for infantry, but I think at this point we actually need armor to kind of contest with their armor, considering both my allies are just funneling infantry. So I am going to pull in an IS-2 to try to counteract some of this medium armor that we have on the field for our opposition. And looking at what DNA just called in, I mean, he's bringing in, that's a military police squad, some white helmet bands. He's bringing in very low tier infantry, which has very low health and very low cap weight. So it's almost kind of no surprise that we're not really able to do much on the points. His infantry is just kind of getting absolutely annihilated. I mean, look at that massive blob of men that can just be killed by a medic. Great place for a medic. Dangerous place for a medic. Lone Wolf calls for help with the tanks. Wait on that shot and get a nice one onto the gun of the Panther. So we do gun it. He's going to have to back up and repair. It's probably not worth pushing too far. If he gets a little further back before I get a shot off, I'll probably wait. And we do lose sight, so I'm going to switch targets. Maybe. We don't really have a good line of sight. I know they were repairing the Hetzer the last time I saw it, so and it looks like they're just getting in it now, so it's just repaired. We just back up a little bit too far. We're going to take a shot, but we do bank it off the side of the building, so that is, or not building, but runway, so that is slightly unfortunate. And we've just got a massive blob of dead infantry there, which is fantastic. So, highly recommend if you're going to funnel in like low tier squads. I mean, it's fine here and there, but once you kind of get to like the 10-minute mark or so, you want to funnel in high tier squads, tier 2, tier 3 more often. And I don't know what happened here. It might have been lag, but the IS-2 is advancing very confidently. And I'm very nervous that something's going to kind of challenge me at this point, and lo and behold, Skynet's coming. So we're ready, but we do miss. Someone's calling it out. I wish we had a Panzer truck close to there. We're gonna roll over the carcass of the Su-85M. He does hit our track. We're very lucky that I caught the IS-2 moving up. Felt like we had a side shot there. He angles just in time, and I think the deflection off of the Kubel actually helped with the inertia there for him, saved him slightly. But at this point, I mean, we're 20 minutes remaining. They've got twice the score we do. Had to bring over the supply truck to actually get repair kits because the gas is actually out. Someone pinged it. One of my teammates pinged the truck to kind of repair it and get it up. So I do realize, I do know. And with tier 3, we are going to go with another IS-2. 1945, because I do know there are too many heavy tanks that we can potentially see. And so far it seems like we are not having the best tank game. So I've kind of decided that I'm going to go full head with the heavies and try to deal with as much armor as I can. So we've got an Ostfront coming up now. Got to hit our infantry in the middle. We miss. We rush the shot, which is really unfortunate. We need to get infantry into this point as well. He pulls the Ostfront behind the building. I'm pretty sure I can bank a shot through this. I can, but it does go high. So the Ostfront lives to see another day at this point, which is very unfortunate. We need every kill we can get. We're going to rush in this guard squad. Gas truck's back up. So we're going to get the crew in and get that thing up and running. Ostfront's retreating. We do have an Andrusha on our side, so that should be good. Some pretty heavy rockets that we can rely on. He's just got his guys all standing up in a line. A, prone them, but B, use smokes and then just spread them out further so that they're just not like immediately gunned down. Like one good west shot's gonna take out 5 or 6 of those guys. And we desperately need the gap lead. But I'm calling for a fire pushing battery at this point with the infantry because we need this point. So I'm hoping Lone Wolf will pull over his Andrusha. And I'm even calling in a recon plane. Don't mind the spelling. Try to go quick. I'm even pinging him to try to get him over here. Put the IS-2 1945 on hold fire, although he is unfortunately loaded with HE. You can see this big mother coming at us. The Ostfront's going over as well to take out the recon plane, which is very unfortunate. But we've got a Jagdtiger to deal with, which is going to be a huge nuisance. It's already taken out the Pershing, the regular Pershing, that DNA with. We've also got a Panther over here, so I've got to kind of double up. Bringing up both IS-2s. We're going to use the 1945 first. We do hit him with the HE, and then I've got the other IS-2 as well. The Andrusha's coming in. Nice shots of the Panther. And the Jagdtiger. This thing does do some damage, which is wonderful. They've got a recon plane coming up as well, but thankfully I do have the gas coming. And I'm getting very aggressive with the 1945 IS-2. And right as he disappears, we get a nice shot into the fog, right on the edge of our range. And we do cook him. So, Jagdtiger's down. He didn't even full kill the Pershing, so that's wonderful. Got the Ostwind moving through, and we timed this shot perfectly. So the Ostwind's down. Massive explosion. I then noticed we've got another medium coming in. It's the original Panther now rushing us, so I reorient both IS-2s to deal with this thing. that shot goes right through the turret, or it just goes right through the commander on the top MG, the auxiliary MG. Unfortunately, he does engine the IS-2, 44, but between the two, you do manage to take him out. And with a 18 grenade, we do finish it off. So it is cooking. I'm going to pull back the 1945 to now try to get over onto the left side and deal with Skynet's Jagdpanzer. So now I got to go head-to-head with this. And as we're rolling up, we see the next big target. So now I got to immediately worry about a King Tiger, the Porsche. Jesus, heavy tank after heavy tank we're just going up against, man. Almost soloing these things. Actually, we are soloing them. Other than the Andrusha, I mean, the Persian's down. We get a wonderful shot onto the Porsche, although it's not full dead. I don't even think we engined it. And he switches to HE, which is so unfortunate. And he's backing up now, and we really have no infantry over there, so I'm asking for eyes. I'm not going to push it and risk my IS-2s when they're the only thing doing anything at this point. So unfortunately, the King Tiger is going to get away. And Dark says he's never seen an IS-2 so powerful. These two IS-2s are phenomenal investments for us. They are putting in the work, I'll say. We've somehow managed to kind of claw back a little bit. But we're still facing a deficit. We've got a howitzer down here, probably from the west. So I call up a to kind of get it up there and reman it. I don't even know if they've noticed. And I'm trying to fix the IS-2 here to what I want, which is not fire and not change ammo. Because it would have been great to have loaded another AP instead of HE there after we hit the King Tiger first. But since he switched, we had shorter range, and I wasn't going to risk it. And unfortunately, I was distracted. We do have an entire assault sapper squad pretty much just get annihilated by the Wasp here, which is really unfortunate. We're getting to the point in the game where I know we kind of need to make some moves. Either on their home point or like we really need to get some of these capture points. Wasp gets a great shot on our gas, unfortunately. So we do lose the gas. I mean, great investment. Lasted very long. And we did give over the tank crew to DNA to recrew the gun as well. But we're coming in with the 1945, maybe. I don't know where the King Tiger is, and I'm sure he's probably he should be repaired by now, I would expect. So I know it's not worth the risk. And with how accurate this fire is, I am going to try to get the other IS-2 slightly out of the way, considering this West is on everything here. The Panther's up and running again. DNA's got his Pershing just kind of sitting off with side armor shown to it. They don't have vision anymore, thankfully, but he's not really utilizing it. I think he sees it. And I checked to see if he's moving, but he still isn't. Now he is, based on the minimap. We're calling more infantry to the middle. Really need to start making a push. And I'm also going to get a second commissar up as well to the center to hopefully kind of get some eyes onto their point so I can see what's around there. Because at this point, we just lost another one, another of the spawn points, so I mean, they've got a 400-point lead plus at this point, with 11 minutes left. We need to kind of go big. We're going to have to kind of push their point. And I'm trying with this guy to see the Panther and where that went. You'll see a mortar. And for anyone that doesn't know, you can kind of attack ground or attack like trees or light posts or like any type of tall kind of terrain with the binoculars, and it will show pretty much everything underneath. Looks like my vision did go out though. I think he actually crouched for some reason, but yeah, targeting the like was that electric pole here, will actually pretty much show everything underneath it. But looks like there is nothing underneath it within line of sight. So instead, I'm going to call in a recon plane. They call in one, we'll call in one. King Tiger's back up on the map. I'm going to pull up the 1945. I do ask to have them keep eyes on. They're pinging the other IS-2, and I'm fire support over here. So I'm going to quickly just right-click somewhere on the map, try to get it up. I think Skynet sees us, takes his shot through, doesn't pen. I take my shot through. Neither of us pen the wood. And there are a ton of heavy tanks out on this field. Jesus. 2 other Tigers, regular Tigers. So with this one, thankfully we were moving it over. We get a nice shot on the Tiger as it's running. Dark's Tiger there. Looks like Lone Wolf gets a fantastic barrage off on the King Tiger. Looks like that thing is down. And we get a nice shot on the Yag Panzer there. So that's down as well. Now we've just got the heavy tanks on the right flank. IS-2 switched to HE, unfortunately. We overshoot there. Got first shot on the Tiger. He was also coming for us because his recon plane is still up. So he sees us. We see him. The Yag Panzer is still up. We didn't full kill it, but I'm going to bring over the 1945 to kind of contend with these two now. This Tiger and the Panther. I don't know, go right through it and hit the ammo truck in the back, I guess. This guy is talking to Lone Wolf and saying his luck is on. So that's pretty good. Definitely hit a lot of them. 2 direct hits on the top of the King Tiger, so that's great. He says you first. And the next spawn point did go on our side finally, so back to the south, and we do have a very strong contingent over there, with some guys from the on side too. So, thankfully, we should get this point as long as we play it correctly. So we'll get some back from MP, but we're still in a pretty big deficit. And I know the Tiger's still here. I have HE loaded still, unfortunately. I'm gonna start smoking out with these 2 bots. I don't want to lose them like I did with the assault sappers. And I'm just gonna kind of spread them out. I'm gonna use one to push, and then the other one's gonna kind of spread out. But it is do or die time. We need to make some pushes. Tiger's showing back up. We're gonna get aggressive. Right on the edge of the range. I couldn't wait any longer. He does get out of there, unfortunately. And with our massive blob here, we are actually able to put some pretty decent pressure on. Looks like Dark's holding the middle. So we're able to kind of get pretty much up here. Although we're going to need more infantry. But we'll see if we can start maybe putting some pressure on this point and potentially decap it, which we are able to at least. So we'll get in, start applying some pressure. And I do call out that we need to secure this area with 7 minutes left. Tiger is backing off. I don't know if he's scared of our push. They've got a massive blob coming in on the right, but it looks like teammates are able to reinforce it. And then unfortunately we get a performance drop here by DNA. Very rough. Skynet says I'm lucky. I'm checking to see his ping, where he's at. And unfortunately he's gone. So just under 7 minutes left. We are now in a 2v3. We are going to cap this right point, so we're going to bring it back. We're within 100 now, which is great. DNA's units got kind of split up. So we've got a hodgepodge of stuff now, including this 155. Did not get the Persian. Just got a bunch of trash in front of everywhere. And they are able to kind of recap. Also grab another howitzer as well. A random truck that I'm immediately going to self-destruct because I don't need it. Don't want it. It's just going to take up cap space. I'm going to bring in an SU-122. I want to try to shell this point. Shell their home point. And then I did also get, like I said, this howitzer. So I immediately switched to attack ground on their home point where they're blobbing up. And I'll do the same thing with 155. Low, I think it's low on ammo. I think I checked that. I'm going to bring over my supply truck. There's the one good thing about DNA leaving is we did get his MP split across. I believe that's how it works. I think it's his MP. It's either just like a random amount of MP or it's like whatever MP they had that like equal value, something like that gets split up. So we did get a slight boost there. But I mean, it's nothing like having a third, kind of micro. But now I'm telling Lone Wolf that we kind of need to get this point, or for kills. We're close, but I mean, a 2v3 is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. And on my corner of the eye, I see the 155 moving on. I guess it ran out and it switched over to AP or heat. I don't know, or not heat, but HE. And I knew it was going to happen, so I called in the recon plane. But I knew he was going to rush up the Panther to try to get that, because that's a big boost with it being a DP. He does get it. He doesn't full kill it, but we do lose it. We do some nice damage to the Panther though with the 1945. So, I don't know. It's an excuse, but I think if we had DNA there, like, he would have been microing the 155. I wouldn't have had to focus on that. You know, that thing probably wouldn't have just ran up like that. So it's kind of a bummer. So we were pulling back. Now we're pulled away now. And now I'm being pinged from 3 sides. Begging for the surgeon to come up. We lost the Tiger. We hit the Tiger. And then finish up the garage. Desperately trying to hold on to this point. And we do direct impact some of those Grenadiers coming up with the SU-122. So that kind of made it worth it to me. Pershing still isn't moving. Pinging it again. We need every heavy tank. We lose the commander out of the 45. We're actually on HE. I think we're probably out of ammo. Ping him a 3rd time. Get that thing up here. He's finally moving it. Because again, I'm just kind of soloing every tank. An SU-122 and 1 IS-2. It's only got HE rounds. Tiger is decrewed. Don't have to worry about that for now. I think that's another 4x70. We get a nice shot with the HE to fully decrew it. I'm pretty sure he can. Stu guarding the point. We did lose all the gas value. There's no way we can get back to the whole point now at this point. So I'm just trying to go for any and all tank kills that I can. Egg Panzer's recruit once again. HE loaded. We do miss. Pershing's coming up full speed. I pull out the AP rounds from this guy. Stu gets a direct hit on the Pershing. I'm gonna get all around. So I just took the IS-2 here. And we do lose the Pershing. That's actually, that didn't have much value to them, but I mean, now we're down another heavy tank, and it is just the IS-2 and the SU here, but the SU is firing. And as soon as I notice and I try to take a shot, it does go down, so very unfortunate. But now we are fully alone. get one more shot off on the 4x70 for Skynet. One of the two that he's got out there now. The Tiger's back up. The Stew's pushing. And with a minute left, down 170. I'm sure you can tell what happens here. This is the next shot. So we tried. We did the best that we could, in all honesty. I mean, we brought it back. It was way worse prior. Our IS-2s definitely carried the day. And honestly, I do really think it's just the fact that we lost the 155. I think if we don't lose that, I think they should rush up. Maybe it turns out to be a better 5 minutes, you know, to end the game. But I don't know. It's an excuse, but it is what it is. The Stu just kind of pings us and finishes it off. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. These are pretty fun. I do like them. So we'll get some more in, as we do definitely carry there. But stay tuned for some more good content. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.